Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Michigan State versus Ohio State college basketball matchup on Sunday, February 25th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK to get 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people who have big bankrolls, looking for one-on-one concierge-style service. But those packages are not available on the website. You got to text the number you see on the screen. So if you make big bets, text that number. But let's get to this one. Big Ten college basketball action. Michigan State taking on Ohio State. Of course, Ohio State firing Holtman a couple games ago as their head coach. Came back with a big win in their first game under the new interim coach, beating Purdue as a giant home underdog in that game. But that luster wore off fast as they lost in their next one. Meanwhile, Michigan State 17-10 on the season. I always think their record a little bit understated because they play that monster out of conference schedule. Michigan State doesn't run and hide and try and pad the record or any of those things. They play the big boys every single night during that offseason schedule. They might have a game here or there against an Oakland or a team like that, but they don't really take too many of those days off. Normally, it's the Kentuckys, Dukes, and North Carolinas of the world that you see them facing off against. You know, Sparty 17-10, and of course, this is that fifth year of that pattern of Tom Izzo. Within every 5 years, he has a team that goes to the Final Four. Well, he hasn't been to the Final Four in a few years, so this would be that fifth year. Does he have the team to get there? We're going to find out, and we're going to find out soon enough because this team has gotten better and better as the season's gone on. Of course, Tom Izzo teams always very, very similar in the respect that they hit their free throws, they rebound very well, and they continue to improve as the season's gone on. So when you look at Michigan State's numbers overall, they're not overly, jump off the page impressive, but you got to look at they didn't have that out-of-conference schedule that a lot of teams get to really pad those numbers. And at the same time, some of their outside shooters weren't hitting at the rate that they are right now. And Michigan State absolutely lighting teams up. I believe that, in the Big Ten Conference, if there's a team that's going to knock off Purdue, I believe Sparty certainly has a chance to be that team. These teams have not met this season yet, but Ohio State, like I said, coming off that loss against Minnesota, was not really a very, very close game at all. And that was coming on the heels of that win over Purdue. And, of course, that game at Wisconsin where Chris Holtman and Buckeyes basically said, we've had enough. Michigan State coming off of a home loss against Iowa. They were streaking going into that one, beating Illinois, Penn State, and their rival Michigan. They had lost at Minnesota, beat Maryland and Michigan, lost at Wisconsin. They're winning all the winnable games, and I think that's always step one in putting together a winning record, losing against some of the better teams. But we know that when push comes to shove, man, you're not going to outcoach Tom Izzo in late February, early March. That's for darn sure. We look at the defense of Michigan State, guarding the perimeter pretty well and guarding the floor, making every trip down the court something that the other team has to work for. All traits of Tom Izzo coach teams. When you look at Ohio State, they shoot decently, upper half of teams in the nation. Like I said, decently, not great. And when they go to the free throw line, they hit all the time, hitting over 76%. That's 26th best in the nation. Michigan State shoots extremely efficiently as well, 47.4% from the floor. They're now up to 30th in three-point shooting at 37.1%. They have a few guys that can shoot over 40% or better on the season. Of course, Michigan State passes, rebounds. They don't turn the ball over a lot. All those things, a lot of steals. And telling you, when you look at a team like Michigan State, easy to see why they're a winning program. You look at a team like Ohio State when they were under Holtman, easy to see why they were losing. I understand it's a different coach now, but I'll tell you what, Michigan State doesn't have a different coach. I'm going to take Michigan State in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com, 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.